Welcome back to our channel, and thank you for tuning in and thank you for supporting us. But if you're new to this channel and you haven't subscribed yet, please encourage us by doing so. And together, we shall make our Biafran dream a reality. Ise. Kashim Shettima, the Fulani Boko Haram terrorist leader and sponsorer, cries out that it is only Biafra that is Fulani terrorist headache. And he also lamented that UZODINJO and UMAHI, their best is not good enough for their Fulanization agenda. According to report, the evil and wicked plan of Boko Haram founder and sponsor Kashim Shettima has been exposed as he cries out, begging fellow northern Muslims to support him and Tinubu's ticket, because Tinubu will be taken out by the Fulani Janjaweed, and he will use his Boko Haram and Islamic State terrorists to run over Biafra and destroy homes and businesses in Biafra land. Shettima hatred for Biafra is next to nothing. He hates Biafrans, especially in Igbo. He hates them a lot. He hates them so much that he has promised the Fulani Caliphate to wipe Igbo and Biafrans out and damn the consequences. Shettima revealed that all the Yoruba land in the southwest of Nigeria have been surrounded by his Fulani, Boko Haram and Islamic State terrorists, and that the southwest residents have no hiding place because the ancestral lands already belong to Fulani terrorists, and they stole the southwest land through deception with the help of Tinubu because of his desperation to become Nigerian president, and his useless urchins who are fighting Igbo and other Biafrans because they think that doing so will make Fulani Janjaweed their friends. Shettima lamented that ȮĆì Ụzọ Kalu, Hopeless UZODINJO, Dave UMAHI, Professor Charles Soludo, and other Biafran politicians are trying their best to help the Fulani agenda in Biafra land, but IPOB and Eastern Security Network are making Fulani Janjaweed advancement impossible, and fake Buhari is afraid of bombarding the entire Biafra land because of the consequences he might face from the international community. But Shettima promised to bombard Biafra land if given the opportunity. Yorubas and Igbos must team up together, must wake up now and stop these Fulani terrorists from taking over the ancestral land. They must stop supporting the Fulani Janjaweed. According to report, Shettima's secrets unfold. An active journalist and investigative reporter interviewed few among the over 100 Lagos State dangerous Fulani terrorists and Boko Haram terrorists and other suspected miscreants arrested by the Nigerian Army Brigade Command. This exercise was carried out early part of the month of February 2023 in order to get rid of the terrorizing activities of motor park and political armed thugs at major or several areas of Lagos State. At the very point of public and press announcements by the senior army officers in charge of the operations and lining up suspected terrorists Some of the journalists were allowed to see the dangerous weapons and charms being used by those criminals. At that juncture, some of the journalists were inquisitive and investigative. Journalists requested from the raiding army officers the chance to interview some of the arrested terrorists, and it was obliged. And the journalists interviewed few terrorists until they had an opportunity down to meet with a middle-aged man, an open-hearted man, who was willing to answer so many of their questions, even say more that we could not imagine. He said that he was a member of Boko Haram terrorists arrested in Borno State in the year 2020 and taken to Abuja prison. Later on, some of them, or many of them, were moved to Lagos ÇİİKİ prison, where they were all released in 2022. Then they settled to mix up with fellow Northerners in Lagos State. Some of the freed Boko Haram terrorists went into several areas to disguise as undercover armed motorcyclists. Others hide by hanging and helping many Nigerian Fulani terrorists, Malians, and northern Nigerians employed as gatekeepers, while others hawk food items and carry waste bins. And the Fulani terrorist Boko Haram member said that they were mandated to register and having their voters card, which was automatically given to them to vote for APC because Kashim Shettima, the Boko Haram founder, ordered that. For the general notice to Nigeria making Kashim Shettima vice presidential candidate to Bola Tinubu as electoral candidate of APC, from what this Boko Haram member confess being secret of Shettima, if it is made known to true Muslims, Bola Tinubu and majority of Nigerians who do not know the secret ambition of Kashim Shettima, which we had during the terrorism training in Sambisa Forest. That was what the terrorist was saying. According to him, he said he will inform the journalists that Kashim Shettima is unremorseful, die-hard, and a jihadist. He insists that Bola Tinubu is not a serious and true Muslim, and that is why Tinubu's wife is a Christian. Kashim Shettima also said that his life ambition of changing Nigeria into Islamic rule so that the supreme spiritual head of Muslims must not be the Sultan of Sokoto only, but forced to be rotational headship between the Shehu of Borno and Sultan of Sokoto. Once he enters Aso Rock Villa, he will take serious action to quell the rebellion and banditry of indigenous Hausa people against the Fulani Janjaweed. Also said he will make subtle laws and measures against Igbo people and disrupt their businesses. He said he must destabilize the militant and aggressive armed organizations of the Nigerian Niger Delta youth whom their crude oil is already being pumped back underground into two northern states. My brothers and my sisters, you can see the plan of this Fulani terrorist Boko Haram sponsorer. He plans to destroy Ndimo, destroy our land, but ČİİKI will not let his plans to succeed. Thank you, my brothers and my sisters, for watching this video. Bye-bye for now.